Welcome to another episode of SportsHubb Central. I am your host, Chad M.
And I'm Emily Nerland. We are back with another NFL edition of SportsHubb Central. Starting off with Dez Bryant has a new team of babysitters in town. Do you think that the Cowboys are going too far? Do they have the right to make all these rules regarding Dez Bryant's free time?
Well, they definitely have a right, Emily. The bottom line is this. They are a private company, and they are his employer, and they can do whatever they want. And if he doesn't agree to that, he could obviously walk off the team and possibly even file a lawsuit for unlawful dismissal. But that's not what we're going to get into here. My main point about this is the fact that he should not require this much attention and babysitting. The bottom line is this. You're a professional athlete. You get paid millions of dollars on an annual basis to play a sport, and you should be responsible enough to take care of your own self.
But if someone is paying millions of dollars for you to take care of yourself, and you've proven at that time that you haven't been able to do it, but you actually have so much potential and they see that in him, and maybe he doesn't have the ability to make the correct decisions for himself, isn't it a better investment to maybe give him some kind of babysitting so that he can be that guy? He can be a Calvin Johnson. He is a physical freak, and to just throw that by the wayside because he's not making some decisions, that you can just set 3 guys up with them, have a driver. I would like that. I wouldn't mind having a driver take me to the bar, take me out. I don't have to go to the strippers. Dez is probably cool with that. They can go to his house, things like that. He is given the ability to go show out in the best way that they can do that for him. So I think that it's a good deal for both of them.
Well, I understand what you're saying, and those are some valid points, but my general reason why I don't like this is due to the fact that sports is about team chemistry and being able to trust one another and building a rapport with one another. And if this guy is acting so immature and like such a jerk, it doesn't matter what talent he has. It's not going to exist on the field with the other players and produce results.
Sports is really about winning. So
yes.
if he can win,
can you explain to me the results and the success that Dallas and Dez Bryant has had since he's been there?
Well, he's just new, so it doesn't
matter. He's
been
there for 2 years.
Someone that is not having much success is the Jets this season. They have yet to get a touchdown in the preseason, did not get one. Is this a huge worry for the Jets? Are they going to win 8 games this year?
Well, I mean, win 8 games. How about get 8 touchdowns at this pace? I mean, it doesn't seem like it's going to be an easy task for them.
Who does this fall on? Does this fall on Sanchez? Does it fall on the GM for the kind of receiving corps they got? Is it on their run game? Where are the biggest faults? Is it on the offensive line? Because defensively, they look like they're going to be okay. But offensively is where they're pumped. Yeah. So where does the fault lie here?
Well, the fault, I mean, before we go crazy yet, the season has not started. All we're doing is basing on the preseason, and I know that they're all laughing about it and joking it off like it's no big deal, but come on, you got to take this a little bit seriously.
I don't think that they're laughing it off. And the last team that had not won a preseason game did not get a touchdown. I think only won maybe 7 games. We checked that. But you don't have the best of seasons if you can't get it rolling. You have to get it together, and you have to keep on moving. And if we keep on moving, one of the biggest headlines is the Seahawks making a lot of noise, particularly to put this in perspective. The fact that T.O. was cut and how many headlines he made before that only lasted all of 45 minutes because Russell Wilson, the rookie quarterback, is now been named the starter. There's been a lot of money invested in Flynn. Do you think that Flynn, is it fair to sit him because Russell Wilson had a good preseason game against the Ones when he got his start?
I don't agree with what Pete Carroll and the Seattle Seahawks have done here. The predominant reason for that is they went out and invested all this money into Matt Flynn. And if they weren't sure about it, why would they go out there and get him? If they knew that there's a strong possibility they were going to get Wilson in the draft late, why not wait to see how things develop a little bit with him before going out and committing to this guy? It'd be
always compete. That's why. Always compete.
Okay, I have no problem with always competing. He competed, but the bottom line is this: he hasn't even been given a fair opportunity to start a regular season game yet. It's not like
He had just as much of an opportunity as Flynn did, and he outplayed Flynn with his opportunities.
Okay,
that's
so
how he got the role.
Outplayed him in the preseason. They're going to be judged on the regular season. Big deal. He went berserk.
So you're saying that the person who lost the preseason fight should get the start in the regular season because fill in the blank.
Because
he got paid to?
Because he was brought in to be the starting quarterback, and until he's shown that he's not capable when the games matter, he should be given the benefit of the doubt.
But that's not what the Seahawks are about. That is not what Pete Carroll is about.
They can be what they want about, and they'll be mediocre, and they'll continue to be a 7-9, 8-8 football team with that philosophy.
And this is what we're about. Be sure to check us out every week here on SportsHubb Central.